All right, guys, it's May 7th. Spent 2.5 days in Pearisburg. Was only supposed to spend about a day and a half, but the weather yesterday was just crummy, cold, rainy, and I wasn't gonna walk in it. So today it's supposed to be about 52, I think 52, 53 degrees. Tonight's supposed to get down to 37. I think they're calling for frost. You know, the Smoky Mountains just got snow again. So we're not out of the ballpark yet with the, with the winter. It's holding on, but it's a bittersweet day. Sweet that I'm getting out of Pearisburg, and bitter that a hiker, our friend, lifetime friend, is getting off the trail today. Fedora the Explorer. We had a good 630 miles with him, but hey, the trail's not for everybody. We hear somebody getting off the trail every week, so between injury or just many reasons, but it's good that he's getting off on his own terms. He didn't get hurt. He just got bored with it, and he's leaving. Which hey, I don't blame you. If you're not happy with anything in life, you gotta make a change. So I'm not sure what he's gonna do, but he's gonna, I've got his Instagram and his Facebook and all that, so social media. But yeah, we're definitely gonna miss hiking with him. Today, I'm not sure how many miles I'm gonna put in. I'm about to cross over the New River here in Pearisburg, and I'm just gonna walk until about 6:30, 7 o'clock, maybe. So see you guys on the trail, and stay warm out there, guys. It is May 7th, and it's still cold outside. All right, see you guys. All right, it's May 8th, about a day away from just north of Pearisburg, Virginia. It got down last night about 37 degrees. That's what the weather said anyway. I don't really know, but it was cold enough to see my breath and cold enough to stay in my 22-degree bag, pretty much zipped up all night. So it got cold. I had to sleep with my my down coat and long pants. So here's the deal. A lot of people want to send their cold weather gear home. Just don't. Keep it till about the third week in May. That's what somebody told me, and the guys in Damascus, all the outfitters and stuff, all them guys that did this before, said that like the first week in May, they got snow on Mount Rogers, and Mount Rogers was, it was what, 3 weeks behind me right now. I'm 3 weeks ahead of Mount Rogers. So the thing is, just keep your stuff. If you can, just keep your bag at least. You can send your beanie home or something. If you want to send your gloves home, but don't send your sleeping bag home. It's the worst thing to do. Is hike all day. You're hot, and everything's so heavy, and then you get to camp and you got nothing but like a sleeping bag liner or a 50-degree bag to sleep in, and it's supposed to get down to the 30s. So that's just my opinion, guys. My advice. You could take it, like a grain of salt, and do whatever, But anyway, I've been hiking this ridge for about 4, 5, 6 days now, and I think this one over here, I think that's the one that we came over, right before the little town of Bland, and there was a big gap. And then we got on this one here, and then we started walking, more north. But Virginia's nothing but a bunch of rolling hills. I'm coming up on a couple more days from now, coming up on Dragon's Tooth. It's gonna be a nice climb. McAvey Knob. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be real nice. So I guess this is where your Virginia blues set in. Everybody just gets kind of bored with it, because it's just nothing but hills. It goes from 1,500 feet to 3,000 to 1,500 feet to just up and down, all. But just don't get discouraged. Just stay with it, and take advantage of it. And if you can, put in your 20-mile days. Just try to catch up to somebody, or if you're trying to catch up to somebody, or just want to see what your body can do. Try to push out a 20-mile day. All right, see you guys on the trail. Alright guys, I'm at mile number 655. This gentleman here has got a zip line that goes across the river here to his house. You can camp out. There's moose. And now I'm going back over. Hopefully I don't. Zip line. Pretty cool. Here I am over top of the river here. Alright, well I made it across. Alright, it's May 9th. 30% chance of rain this morning. It rained a little bit, maybe about 7 o'clock. Getting out of the tent. Just drizzled, just enough to make everything kind of damp. Rest of the week's the same thing, except for it's just a more chance of rain. I'm kind of over it already. It's maybe 50 some degrees today for the high. You can see the fog, it's rolling in. But I feel good, still rolling on. It's just I'm done with this weather. We should just go ahead and warm up. If it's gonna rain, you know, give me a good 80-degree day and then rain on me. I don't care. It's just a cold rain that I don't like, but you know, it's just one of those things. Eastern Continental Divide, 1,920 miles to the Gulf of Mexico and 405 to the Atlantic Ocean. Alright guys, this is around mile marker 699, 700. Tough climb to get up here. Real tough climb. Dragon's Tooth is 2/10 of a mile just north of me, and it's going downhill. That's a beautiful view. You could tell I'm out of breath. I've been like this for probably the last 7-8 miles. Whew. Beautiful view. All right, on to Dragon's Tooth. Alright guys, I'm at the Dragon's Tooth. This is it. Pretty awesome. It's just a big rock sticking up. Big old sharp rock. And they got these other little rocks here all surrounding it. I don't know if you guys get a good angle, but let's see if I can get a good angle back here. Here it is, there you go. Pretty cool. Infamous Dragon's Tooth. It's a pretty cool little spot. Around 700 on the Appalachian Trail. Alright guys, just got done with climbing the Dragon's Tooth. And, you know, one little false move and you could break a leg easily. And I'm sure it's happened before up there. But I'm coming down to, I think, Route 42. I'm about maybe 4/10 of a mile from it. And I'm gonna stay at 4 Pines Hostel tonight. It rained last night. I'm thinking about getting a new tent. I've got that quarter dome REI 1 and it's just you know, the fly messed up on it, you know, the teeth messed up on it, so on the fly, so you know, I can't really get it zipped up good, so it leaks in. And even without the fly, you know, being messed up, it just doesn't give me a lot of room. You know, I have to keep my pack outside in the vestibule, and I don't like that. You know, I pay too much money for my pack to be just sitting outside all night. So here shortly, I might try to find something a little 2-person tent, less than 3 pounds. But like I said, I'm gonna go down here to this 4 Pines Hostel, stay the night. It's supposed to rain. This is now May 10th. It's on a Wednesday. There's a chance of rain tonight, a good chance tomorrow, a good chance Friday, and a good chance Saturday. We've had a lot of rain here in the last couple of weeks, and the point of mentally, how much rain can you take without you just staying in your tent? But hopefully, it doesn't happen to me. But if I have to, I'll take a 0 day in my tent. I don't want to, but I don't want to climb around, and I don't want to be out in the rain all day. See you out there, guys, and talk to you later.